I just built this entire presentation in 40 minutes 3 months ago. That would have taken me at least 5 hours. You're about to see exactly how I did it using 7 completely free AI tools that work together like a production line. Many free tools aren't very effective, and it's hard to know which ones are worth your time. The result is hours spent switching between apps with little real progress. That's why I'm walking you through each tool in the exact order I use them. You can find links for all of them in the description below. Let's get into it. The biggest problem with productivity isn't the lack of tools. It's that your research is scattered everywhere and you can't actually use it when you need it. That's the problem Notebook LM solves. When you create a notebook, you're building a knowledge base for one specific project. I'm going to create one right now called Productivity System Build. Click the plus icon and name it something specific so you'll recognize it as LEA now. Click Add Source. You'll see a lot of options for documents you can upload. Upload everything related to what you're working on. I'm adding 3 articles about workflow optimization, a YouTube video transcript from a productivity expert, and my own notes from the last project I shipped. Watch what happens when I ask it a question. I'll type, what are the common bottlenecks in creative work? It's not pulling from just one source. It's synthesizing across everything I uploaded and giving me an answer with citations so I can verify where each piece came from. Let me show you a feature that helps a lot of people. Click on the studio panel on the right and select Audio Overview. Don't just hit generate like most people do. Click the instruction box and tell it exactly what you want. I'm typing focus on the 3 biggest time wasters in content creation and explain how to eliminate each one. Keep it under 10 minutes and use conversational language. This creates a custom podcast with 2 AI hosts discussing your specific research. You didn't really finish anything important. It's the busyness paradox. It's a busyness paradox. It is, I think, the defining struggle of the modern knowledge worker. It's tailored to what you uploaded and what you asked for. I can listen to this while I'm doing literally anything else. Now you can actually think with your notes instead of just storing them. The problem is that for Notebook LM to be useful, you need to constantly feed it good information, and typing everything out is way too slow. Thinking out loud is about 3 times faster than typing. That's why I needed something that works everywhere on my computer and actually understands what I'm saying. WhisperFlow is the tool that does one thing better than anything else. It turns your voice into text instantly. Anywhere you can type, here's how to set it up. Download the app and make sure you grant microphone permissions during setup. Once it's installed, you'll see a small bar appear at the bottom of your screen whenever you click into any text field. The activation is simple. On Mac, press the function key. On Windows, it's Control plus Win. The moment you press it, WhisperFlow starts listening. Going to click into a new Google Doc and activate it. This is a test of WhisperFlow to see how accurately it captures my voice without me having to touch the keyboard at all. And it gives me a perfect transcription. But what's even better is that it automatically cleans up everything you say by instantly removing all the random pauses you make when you think. Even handles. Technical terms if you add them to your personal dictionary. Click on dictionary and add any unusual names you use frequently. I'm adding Notebook LM and WhisperFlow so it never misspells them. The real move is using this to feed Notebook LM directly. I'll open my notebook, click into the chat interface, activate WhisperFlow, and just talk through my ideas. I want to build a workflow that captures ideas immediately, organizes them visually, and turns them into presentations without switching between 10 different apps. That entire thought took me 8 seconds to say. It would have taken 30 seconds to type. Now you can capture ideas at the speed of thought without touching your keyboard. But just because you wrote something down doesn't mean you actually understand it. The problem with most ideas is that they sound good in your head, but fall apart the second you try to explain them to someone else. That's why I love using Napkin AI. The whole purpose of this tool is to turn your ideas into visuals, which is the fastest way to figure out if your logic actually holds up. Here's how this works. Create a new napkin, and instead of starting from scratch, I'm going to paste in the workflow idea I just dictated into Notebook LM. I want to build a workflow that captures ideas, immediately organizes them visually, and turns them into presentations. Now, I'll click the lightning bolt icon next to that text. Napkin AI analyzes it and generates a visual representation. It created a pyramid structure showing the 3 stages: capture, organize, and present. Each stage has icons and connecting arrows that make the logic immediately clear. If I don't like the style, I can click through different visual options. There's a timeline view, a cycle diagram, and other visual elements. I'm going with the pyramid structure because it shows the hierarchy clearly. I can also customize this, click on any element, and you can change colors, adjust text, or regenerate just that section. I'm going to click on the capture box and change the color to match my brand. Once I'm happy with it, I'll export this as a PNG. Now, you know if your idea actually makes sense before you waste time building it and you have a visual you can use in the next step. Once you have your research and your visuals, the next problem is turning all of that into something that actually looks professional. Gamma is the best tool for this. The entire purpose of this tool is to take your ideas and turn them into a presentation, document, or web page without you needing design skills. The key difference between Gamma and something like PowerPoint is that PowerPoint gives you a blank canvas and expects you to know what to do with it. Gamma gives you AI-powered templates that adapt to your content automatically. Click Create New and you'll see 4 options. Generate, paste, generate from template, or import. I'm going with Generate because I want Gamma to build the structure for me. I'll type create a presentation explaining a 7-tool productivity workflow, include sections for each tool, how they connect, and why the theme works. That asks me to choose a theme. I'm going with this one because it's clean and doesn't distract from the content. Now it's generating the entire presentation structure. This takes about 30 seconds. It created 10 slides and each one has a headline, body, text, and placeholder for visuals. This is already 80% done, and I haven't designed a single thing. Now, I can refine it. I'll click into the Notebook LM slide and paste in the visual I exported from Napkin AI. Click the image icon, upload the PNG, and it automatically resizes and positions it. The slide now has both the explanation and the visual diagram showing how Notebook LM fits into the workflow. If I don't like the text, I can click into it and edit directly, or I can use Gamma's AI to rewrite it. I'll select the text, click the AI button, and choose Make More Engaging. It tightens up the language immediately. The best part is that Gamma handles responsive design automatically. If I switch to social media view, everything reformats to fit a phone screen without breaking. Once it's done, click export and you can download it or just share the live link. So whenever you need a presentation done fast, Gamma is completely unbeatable for that. Now, I have a finished presentation, but I still need to share it with my team or post about it. The problem with sharing your work is that creating social posts or email headers usually means spending 20 minutes in Canva just to get something that looks decent. That's exactly why I use Pomeli. This tool is built specifically for creating marketing assets and social posts in your exact brand voice without needing a design team. Pomeli starts by analyzing your website to extract what they call your business DNA. That's your colors, fonts, logo, tone, and visual style. Once it has that, it can generate branded content automatically. I'll enter my website URL and click Let's Go. This takes about a minute. If it got anything wrong, you can click on the pencil and adjust it manually. When you're satisfied, click Looks Good. Now, it's asking what kind of campaign I want to create. I'll type promote a new productivity workflow system. Focus on the time saving benefits and the fact that it's completely free. Pomeli generates 3 different campaign ideas. I'm going with this one. It also created multiple assets, all using my brand colors and fonts. I'll click into the social post. It has a headline and body text. If I want to change anything, I can click on each element and edit it. Once I'm happy with it, I'll click download and it saves as a PNG ready to upload to any platform. The entire process took 3 minutes without touching a single design tool. Now I have the presentation and the promotional materials, but before I send any of this out, I need to make sure the information is actually accurate. AI tools like ChatGPT are trained on data that's months or even years old. If you're talking about anything recent, there's a good chance they'll give you outdated information. Perplexity is one of the only AI tools that are actually reliable when it comes to accuracy. The entire purpose of this tool is to verify facts and find current information by searching the web in real time. I'll open it and type our notebook LM Whisper, Flow Napkin, AI Gamma, and Pomeli actually free to use, or do they have hidden paywalls? Watch what happens. Perplexity searches the web, reads multiple sources, and gives me a structured answer with citations. It shows that Notebook LM is free within usage limits. Whisperflow offers a basic free tier after its trial. Napkin AI provides limited free credits for visual generation. Gamma has a free plan with limited AI features, and Pomeli is free during its beta phase. Every single claim has a source link. I can click on any of them to verify the information myself. I also use Perplexity to find examples. I'll ask, what are the most common complaints about productivity tools? It searches the web and then summarizes the top issues. Now you know your information is accurate and current before you share it with anyone. That's exactly why this workflow works. Every tool is free. Each one does one thing well, and they all connect to each other. Perplexity just gave me the proof points I need to make that argument. Actually, at this point, I have all the content, but it's still spread across different tools. What I need is a way to reuse it in multiple formats without having to redo the work each time. That's where Gemini comes in. The free version of Gemini is what I use to refine, repurpose, and connect everything I just showed you. And not just as another chatbot, but as a complete system. I'll open Gemini and pasting the text from my Gamma presentation. Then I'll type, take this presentation content and turn it into a LinkedIn article. Keep the structure, but make it more conversational and add a hook at the beginning. Gemini rewrites the entire thing in about 10 seconds. It added a hook, adjusted the tone, and formatted it for LinkedIn. Now I have a second piece of content from the same source material. I can also use Gemini to create variations. I'll ask turn this into 5 tweet length summaries, one for each tool. It generates 5 separate tweets, each highlighting a different tool and how it fits into the workflow. Gemini also handles the refinement work. If something in my presentation feels off, I'll paste it into Gemini and ask, make this section clearer and more direct. It tightens up the language without changing the meaning. That's the system these tools create. Each one solves a specific problem, and when you chain them together, you can complete all your projects in a fraction of the time it would normally take. These tools are all free and connect into one complete system you can actually start using today. But here's something most people miss. NotebookLM can do a lot more than take notes. It can search your whole knowledge base, create study guides, and turn notes into interactive quizzes. If you want to start building this system, I've linked every tool in the description below. And if you want to see those hidden Notebook LM features that most people never find, watch this video next where I break down exactly how to use it better than 99% of people.